Welcome to academic writing. This is the first slide, the first things that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about general academic writing, but we're going to start with the purpose first. In academic writing, you should write that effectively in terms of effective content here. And also, this content should be relevant, should be precise, complete, concise, well structured, well illustrated, and accessible, and at the same time predictable. To achieve that, we're going to talk that during the course later on. I will start with the very basic one, writing rhetorical situation that we have to be aware of. First, I'm going to talk about the writer, the purpose of the writing, the audience, the topic that you write, and also the content. What I mean by the writer. The writer, it's you. So your personal characteristic, your interests, your hobbies, your daily activity, your work, and so on will affect what you write and how you write about it. This is the factors that might include and that your age will influence the way you write, your experiences, your gender, your location, where you grew up, where you study, your political belief possibly, your education, your parents and peer, meaning where you are growing up, what books do you read, and so on, and also your religion will also affect your writing later on. The purpose. When you write, in most cases, you should have a clear purpose. I'm writing to inform, maybe to persuade, maybe to educate, maybe to call to action, to entertain the audience, or to shock the audience, or others. But you should have a clear purpose. Why do you write this? The genre. There are a lot of genre in academic writing, but we're going to concentrate on articles, possibly news, or review. But we are not going to talk about fiction, we are not going to talk about stories and so on. We're going to concentrate on that genre only. Then, the audience. To whom are you writing? It should be clear. When you write to me, and you write to your boss, you write to your rector, you write to other department or other universities, lecture, or to your friend, that will be different the way you write it. In general, the audience, you have to pay attention to their age, their social class, and their education, and you have to be clear, again, back to my previous slide, why are you writing this? Situation, where you write, the general situation, why do you write that, the period, the location, the current event, that will influence the way you write. For example, at the moment, just after the Independence Day that we celebrated, if you write something about Independence Days, very unique about Palembang, for instance, that will attract more audience to read because that's relevant for right now. When you write about general issues, that might be different, then we have to find some strategies. So, the writer is very important, meaning you. The purpose of the writing, why do you write that? Very important. The audience, the topic, is it relevant? Is it up to date? Yeah, in relation to the context, why do you write that? In other words, you have to be aware every time you write about the rhetorical. You need to adapt your writing depending on your purpose, generally, and also your audience on that. When you write to a professor and you write to high school students will be very different, even though the topic is the same. Again, we have to be effective in content, should be relevant in terms of relevant to the audience, should be precise, meaning compact, should be complete, well structured, accessible, well illustrated, and predictable. So we're going to look at this during the lesson later on. For now, I think that's all. Thank you. And this is the website that you can access for your class. Thank you.